I'd like to do it at some point. I just
We
have
can
no
pencil you in
brain.
for next week if you want. Then
All right, send me a notification.
beat
Send your
me.
mom a notification.
I was gonna go the whole Kim Possible thing, but now at the moment is gone. Hello, Twitch. We're here. I'm hoping that
and
you.
and we're there.
I'm hoping that
That
you're
other
ready for
place
us.
that we're not supposed to mention.
No, we're on fuck Twitch. We're on YouTube as well.
Not you guys. We love you guys. It's just
The company.
Yeah, I better get my background ready, or Andy's gonna have something to say.
All right, let's
Awful
go
lot of-
with this.
I mean, Andy pays good money to say those things. So.
He does. It's true.
I assume you guys can hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, something happened.
Da-da-da.
Hello, thank you, Kiss Mac, for following us. We appreciate
Awesome.
you. All right, so we're gonna go with that. Let's find some voice samples. I assume you were getting laggy, Lucas.
Nope, he died.
He's gone. He is gone.
I guess I'll cover the Monster Hunter news.
Right? He might be back.
I'll take the case.
We're gonna go with that one. And then
I
we'll go
doped my dog up with
this
Benadryl
one.
tonight, so she's actually gonna sleep. Hopefully.
Does she have does she get like allergies and stuff?
Sure, let's go with that.
My dog, we have to
I mean,
give...
she does have allergies, so
Allergies.
but it also knocks her ass out pretty quickly. So
So basically
I mean,
you
the
just
vet-
put whiskey on her lips?
right. I mean, the vet said it's okay, so.
Yeah, there's actually a certain dosage per pound.
And I give her probably at most half of what is recommended for her, so
Sure.
it's just kind of enough to calm her down. I'm sure my other veterinary friend will support me on this.
No, it's fine. We used to have to do that with Tinker all the time.
Let's see. All right, let's test the audio, and then maybe we'll get Lucas back. Nope, sounds like not. Sounds like he died. It's gonna be a three-man show tonight. Sounds like. Let's level out the Lucas audio.
Actually,
$5
it
a
should
month
be-
is
all night
Infendo
long.
Radio's all-access Patreon tier. If you want a bunch of extra goodies and cool week-to-week bonuses,
Good, bad?
that's the tier you want to
Good.
Okay.
Go to
If you like
patreon.com/Infendo
cartoony Italian
Radio.
plumbers,
The music
you're in
is
the right
considerably
place.
louder than Lucas.
So I should turn it down a bit, the music?
Yeah.
Okay. try that
Also,
again.
without your green screen, parts of your face and body keep disappearing.
Wow.
It's
I can
fine.
I can definitely turn off my green screen. There's nothing behind me, though. You'll just see a window. All right, let's try it one more time, and then we can get started. And everybody's Audacitying, I would imagine? Or recording at
I
some...
believe I am recording. Let me double check.
Yes.
Yep, I'm good.
Excellent. Let's test this out once more.
$5 a month is
How we
Infendo
sounding?
Radio's all-access Patreon tier.
Good.
If you want a bunch
Okay.
of extra goodies...
All right, well then let's do it. Before we get too far, let's sync up. In 3, 2, 1. Andy, where you at?
9:05 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Steve, where you at?
25 seconds.
All right. It's Justin.
6 minutos y 23.
That's a nice
Make it-
hairdo you got, Eugene.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks.
I'm saying.
That
Is
was
the
what,
cat-
5 minutes and 20 seconds.
No.
Right.
No,
Nope,
6:23.
6 minutes. 20, yeah.
Is that a cat
No,
behind you?
Hablo.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I'll
I
turn off my
figured.
virtual background. Let's see.
That's a new afro.
It
There
is
we
a
go.
living afro.
You can see all the
Whoa,
kid toys.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Oh,
fish
I know
shop.
that room.
That is not your usual office.
My office is it's being remodeled right now. So, all right, well then let's get
At least
started.
we get to see your games collection.
Yeah, well, games is the white. Well, you can tell the Wii, and then you can't see over on the shelf to the right of that, but that's continues the game collection. Everything on the other side is movies. So, anyways, let's start the show. This isn't the Eugene freaking room show. Let's start here.
Trying to figure out which
And
version of Monopoly
away.
that
Oh, wait.
is.
I need to do that. I need to record here. God, there's
Do
so many
I
places
not
to record, Steve.
High definition enough.
There we go. All right, let's go.
I'm
$5 a month is Infendo Radio's all access Patreon. If you want a bunch of extra good,
I pushed a button on accident. That's take one is bad. Take one is bad. Take one is bad. Take two. Oh, fuck, but I forgot the music. God damn it. Okay, take two is bad. Take two is very bad. Let's go take three.
Bang up start.
$5
Don't know
a
what to do
month
without
is
Lucas. We're
Infendo
fucked.
Radio's all access Patreon tier. If you want a bunch of extra goodies and cool week-to-week bonuses, that's the tier you want to hit up. Go to patreon.com/Infendo Radio and join at the $5 level.
If you like cartoony Italian plumbers, you're in the right place. Infendo Radio is on now.
Hello and welcome to Infendo Radio. This is episode number 556? No, not even close. 563rd. Wow, that was really bad. I appreciate all y'all joining in. If you're watching us live on Twitch or YouTube, thanks for coming. If you're listening to us on the audio version, thanks as well. My name is Eugene. You can find me at Infendo Eugene on Twitter. Go to infendo.com to find everything else, though. Links to our Discord, all of that fun stuff. Justin, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good if I stop choking on everything, including my own air.
There's a your mom joke somewhere. I just can't find it.
Your mom choked on my air.
Anyway.
No good.
See?
Justin, where can your mom find you when she's not on the show? Or when you're not on the show?
My mom doesn't internet, so but if she did, she would be able to find me on Twitter at InfendoJustin. And if she wanted to find my tweets about Disney World, she would go to @Utilidork. And if she wanted to read my blog, she'd go to utilidork.com. And she should keep an eye on that because there's a big announcement coming up very soon.
Well, all right.
You can do all that stuff too, by the way.
And we all shall. Steve, I almost called you Lucas. How are you doing tonight, and where can the people find you?
Well, Justin's mom can find me at Gentis1 on Twitter. She can find me on Hypervoice Podcast. She can find me in Discord over at infendo.com, the community page. There's a link there. That's really all I want to plug today. I'm doing good. There was an announcement. I'm excited. I'm very excited.
And broke.
It's actually really cool because there's two of them. I'm more excited for the stories game, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Steve, I need you to tell the people who did things for us that we love them so much. So could you please thank all of our producers if you're ready for that?
Yeah, I don't know why I never have this pulled up ahead of time. We would like to thank the following 4 producers for continuing to support us. We've got Slacker Monkey and Minus64. And then we also have our 2 executive producers, Andrew Searson and the Brianosaurus. So thank you guys for continuing to support the show. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Okay, well, we are going to take our first break here. When we come back on the other side, we've got some news for you in the Change the System segment, so stay tuned. The only news that, well, I mean, it's big news for two of our hosts, one of our hosts now, but Monster Hunter. Was there anything else that we wanted to pull?
I mean, now that Lucas isn't here to tell me how wrong I am, I'll mention the Kirby leak.
Okay, that's the other one. Yeah, no, Kirby. That one seems pretty substantial, though. It looks like, you know, it came from a pretty reputable. How did it happen? It was like
It came from play.nintendo.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's reputable.
Yeah, they basically leaked it themselves. So okay, well then those two, and then was there anything else we wanted to pull, or was that probably cover it?
I think I'm good.
That's up to
Okay.
me.
Kirby Fighters 2. I could have sworn there was something else, but I guess it wasn't that big of a deal if I can't, or if we can't remember it. You know.
Lucas had shared a link to some other leak
see.
that apparently happened, but I didn't see it until a few minutes ago.
Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct. I'll pull that up in the spirit of Lucas, and I can take that one. Cool. All right, then let's go.
Hey Justin, can I go last on news, because I can segue from the news into my change the system.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, well then let's get another Lucas, because I guess since he's not here, he's going to be our
it's
sound
all
tonight.
Lucas all night long.
That's how it works, right?
That's how we do it.
It's fun.
This is the way we roll. We roll.
Back to change the system. Okay, let's do it. I guess let's level it out first, though, so it's not too loud. First off,
I just thought.
Have a name that's
Too loud?
incredibly hard to pronounce? For $1 a month over at
Good.
patreon.com/Infendo Radio,
Down just a
you can
hair.
laugh at us while we try to pronounce it and fail.
There we go.
Have a name that's incredibly
Better?
hard to pronounce?
Yes.
For $1 a month
Okay,
over
cool.
at Patreon.
all right, we'll roll with that then. Let's do it.
Have a name that's incredibly hard to pronounce? For $1 a month over at patreon.com/Infendo Radio, you can laugh at us while we try to pronounce it and fail.
All right, we're back. It's time for Change the System. This is where we talk about the news, the games we've been playing, that type of stuff. We're going to start with news. There was a fair bit of news, actually, over the last week. Nintendo decided to do a Nintendo Direct right the day after we had our podcast last week. Shame on you, Nintendo.
You know better.
Yes, but I mean, yeah, there was other news as well. So we're gonna tease you with that bit of news, and then we're gonna let Justin take his bit of news first, because there was another weird leak that happened. So yeah, Justin, why don't you take it away?
Yeah, Nintendo's quality control doing their usual bang-up job. It was announced in a video from Game Explain earlier today that for at least a little while, play.nintendo.com had a game listed that hasn't been announced yet. It was Kirby Fighters 2. And I mean, really, all there is to know about it is that it's a sequel to the Kirby Fighters on 3DS, and
Okay, so I have to
it
ask.
has new abilities.
Did I have a stroke? I don't even remember Kirby Fighters on the 3DS. Like, what happened? When was that?
It was
Came out after the Switch was out, if I remember right.
That would make
and
more
it was
sense.
like I think it was like an $8 game or something like that. So, and I never played it myself, so like my information on this is pretty scant. But I mean, if you liked it, I mean, the way I look at it, like Hal and you know, the what's his name, Sakurai are responsible for both Kirby and Smash Brothers. So I imagine if you like playing Smash Brothers as Kirby, you'd probably enjoy a Kirby fighting game. But
I'll stick
I
with
mean-
Shovel Knight Showdown myself.
I thought about getting that when it was on sale, but I have no friends, so it would have been pointless. Anyway, so really that's all the information we have. I guess there are new abilities, and you know, that's pretty much it. Nintendo realized their mistake. It's not up there anymore, but
But
it
it
was there
was
long.
screen capped.
Yeah, it was there long enough for, I believe, Andre from Game Explain to grab a video of it. So
And I think it said like 1999. Does that ring a bell to you?
I don't know. I'd have to bring up the video, and that would not make particularly good radio, me sitting here watching a video while, wait, here we go. Yes, 1999. Okay, here we go. Here's the description. Choose from a cast of Kirby's most iconic copy abilities, including the brand new Wrestler ability, and duke it out to be the last Kirby standing. Familiar friends and foes like Bandana Waddle Dee and King DDD also make an appearance as playable characters in the Kirby Fighters 2 game, available exclusively for the Nintendo Switch system. And that does MSRP for $19.99. There is no release date because, frankly, we weren't supposed to know about it. So right. I guess keep an eye on the eShop for a shadow drop of this game, or maybe we'll see it in a future direct.
It looks like like Nintendo's taken it off of the play.nintendo.com as well. Right. Obviously somebody figured out, oops, shouldn't have done that.
Right. So I'm sure somebody else got fired.
Or at least reprimanded. Yeah. So, cool. Well, I guess that's pretty much all that news, right? I mean, there's nothing really else to say about that. So, let's move on to some more... Well, this is more rumory, definitely. This is more like, okay, maybe this is a thing, maybe this isn't. I don't even know where our colleague Lucas pulled this from, but he sent us a screenshot of what is purportedly a Nintendo Direct that is going to be launching on October 8th. I'm just going to read the list here. It looks like it's from like some 4chan message board or something like that. But in any case, it says, here's what will be shown. Keep in mind, these are just the major things. WarioWare Switch It Up, Summer 2021, Pokemon Sword and Shield, The Crown Tundra, November 27th, 2020. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, February 12th, 2021. Kirby Power Rumble after the Direct. I guess that means it's going to be launching that day. Dragon Quest Anthology, December 14th. Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, that would be cool because that is one of the bigger games on Twitch right now. That's purportedly would be launching after this Direct. Nintendo Game Boy games coming to the Nintendo Switch Online after the Direct. Okay, this is where I'm like, all right, like, no, too good to be true.
Sign me the fuck up.
Sure. I mean, yeah. Justin's probably on the next one, which would be Grand Theft Auto 3. That's again, I'm like,
I mean, if this turns out to be true, unless it's like $10, I don't know if I
don't know though, guys. We got a lot of old games. We've got Doom, we've got Skyrim, we've got all the old games on the Switch.
Right.
Why not Grand Theft Auto?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having Grand Theft Auto 4 or, Chinatown Wars or like maybe one of the old PlayStation, top-down games. But 3 and pretty much that, I mean, San Andreas is still fun because there's just so much to do in it. But 3 is pretty, I mean, it's janky. There's not a whole lot of city to explore. Like, if this turns out to be true, this would be like a $10 or I'm walking away sort of thing. But
right,
we don't know if it's even true. But...
Yeah. Let me go down the list, and it kind of gets even more like, okay, come on. Persona 5 Scramble, January 8th, is according to this list. Super Smash Bros. Challenger Pack 7, Crash Bandicoot, launching after the Direct. Super Mario 3D. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Super Mario Galaxy 2 DLC, purportedly launching December 18th. And the last thing on the list is The Legend of Zelda Breath of Evil teaser trailer.
Evil.
Oh my god, if that's the title, can you imagine?
Yeah,
Evil.
After 100 years, he's going to have some rotten breath.
So, first of all, how on a scale of 1 to 10, I need to know, where do you guys put this rumor on the believability scale? This leak, as it were.
There's gonna be a direct. I think they're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Yeah, and I mean, there are bits and pieces of this that I'd be willing to say might have a grain of truth. Like, we haven't had... we haven't had a WarioWare left yet on the Switch, so, they might do that. Kirby Power Rumble actually sounds very similar to Kirby Fighters 2, so, maybe...
maybe.
Yeah, like, maybe there's a working title, or somebody just knows that something's coming. Persona 5 Scramble, we haven't heard about anything in a while, so that could be coming out soon. I'd imagine if Mario Galaxy 2 DLC is coming, well, I would say they would save it until the end of the fiscal year so that they get a whole bunch of new purchases right before, they have to do their numbers. So I would say probably March, if that's even coming. But on the other hand, if they really want to move, units before Christmas, I don't know. And I mean, there are bits and pieces of this that make me say, oh, yeah, I could see that happening. But also, it's so, like...
On the whole, though, it's just, like, that's when
yeah,
it loses
like one of
me,
you said, somebody's just kind of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I would put this on, like, a 5 for me. Yeah, like...
Yeah, maybe even a 4.
That's kind of what I was thinking was a 4.
Cool. Well, that's pretty much it for news, except for the big one. So, Steve, I think we've got to give it to you. Like, what do you got for us for the news?
Which big one is this? Because I don't know if you're watching the chat, but there was another big one that we missed.
Yeah, I can talk about that one real quick too. The 3DS is dead.
Oh yeah,
sorry,
officially.
Rest in peace, the family of 3DS. So no more 3DS, 3DS XL, new 3DS. New
Please
3DS
do not
XL,
go through the list. It's only an hour long show.
2DS XL, they're all dead.
So yeah, and by it being dead, Nintendo has officially ceased production on units, and there are no future releases in the pipeline. So
interestingly enough, I bought a 3DS like 3 years ago, back when the Switch came out, because I knew this was coming. I never expected it to take this long.
Sure.
Like, I'm kind of surprised.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they are stopping. I mean, I'm surprised they stopped as quickly as they did. But I mean, if you lived through the early days of the DS, it's basically the same thing. Nintendo said, "Oh, we're not discontinuing the Game Boy line. The DS is something separate." And then they're like, "Oh, you know what? Nobody's buying the Game Boy anymore. They're all buying a DS, so the Game Boy's dead." That's kind of what happened here. Nintendo said, "Oh, we're not discontinuing the 3DS family. It's a lower price, separate thing." And then the Switch Lite came out, and that was pretty much the nail in the coffin there.
Yeah, we all kind of saw that.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me too much. It surprises me more how long this thing freaking lasted.
That's
it's
what I mean. That's what surprised me.
It's like,
too.
My goodness gracious! Like, people were still buying this thing. People still are buying 3DS stuff. Like, to this day, it's crazy.
Yep. And
cool.
I mean, I thought about putting my 3DS on the charger this evening and playing something on it.
My 3DS is always on the charger, no matter if I'm waiting to play it or not. But if I'm itching to play freaking Ocarina of Time on 3DS, I gotta have it.
I still use it for Pokemon.
Yep,
so.
I've got to play Majora's Mask, and there's still, I think, 4 Picross games I haven't even picked up yet. And just the idea of playing Picross on the Switch without a stylus just does not appeal to me. It's got to be on the little touchscreen.
Didn't you buy a stylus for Mario Maker?
I did, and then my kids wrecked it. So
Fair.
I haven't broken down and spent another $15 on a new one.
And then we got another announcement.
Please tell.
Monster Hunter is back. We are getting 2 different Monster Hunter games. We are getting Monster Hunter Stories 2, which, from what I can tell, and from listening to Lucas, because I don't think I actually ever completed Monster Hunter Stories 2, it seems to kick off right after the end of Monster Hunter Stories, and it looks really good. I don't know, though. I mean, I believe, when did they say it's coming out? Spring of 2021?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So maybe I'll be looking for a game right then, but I don't know. Because the other game just looks so much better. We are getting Monster Hunter Rise. It will be the brand new Monster Hunter exclusive to Switch. And it's a return to form. It seems to be the evolution of Monster Hunter Generations, which for me was my first Monster Hunter, and not a continuation of what was the Monster Hunter that we hated here at Infendo universally on the PS4. I can't even remember.
Oh, Worlds?
I don't think I don't know why you hated Worlds, because neither of you guys ever played it, so that's kind of like dumb in my opinion, but
I hated
Go ahead.
I think they hated it on principle, yeah.
That's exactly right, because they were so focused on Worlds, but they would never bring Generations Ultimate to Switch. But yeah, so this seems to be a continuation on that. It has a new mechanic. There are these bugs that you carry that basically act like little whips, and you can use them for traversing the world. You're not going to have loading screens like you did in the old games.
Sure.
It seems more like Breath of the Wild, as it were, where you're going to have like one section of a world basically that's fully explorable. Like you can climb on the mountains. There's battle mechanics that use the whip. This particular game is based on Japanese lore, so one of the monsters looks like a kappa. Lucas was saying something about the main monster, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a very Japanese design. Your town is based on like a samurai-style village. It just looks awesome. We're getting 3 amiibo. One of them is the Palamute.
The amiibo look cool.
Yeah, one of them is the
and we're actually
monster.
getting them over here for once.
Yeah. And one of them is the cat. And if you want them, you're going to have to pre-order them from GameStop. From what I understand, GameStop is the only retailer that's going to have it.
For now, until they close down next year.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see if they're still around in March when this game releases. There is also going to be, from what I understand, a collector's edition that is going to come with the amiibo and the game. And there's going to be a digital edition that comes with all the DLC and then just the regular games. There's 3 different versions to buy. And I believe the date was March 26th. There's something to that effect. So I wasn't prepared to give all the details. So I'm just kind of doing this from memory. But I am so excited. Lucas and I were just talking the other day about how we want to get into Monster Hunter again. And then this drops like 2 days later.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention, there's a new... so we've always had like palicos that are little cats that you can fight with and everything. We're getting a new little friend that's called a Palamute. And basically it's a dog that I understand can change the battle for you a little bit like the palicos can.
That's kind of cool.
But if you bring him into battle, you can basically ride on him and you don't consume stamina traversing the world like you would when you're running with your armor.
Right.
And there was one more thing that I'm missing. Oh, and for the first time when you go into multiplayer, you can bring one friend with you, whether it's a palico or a palamute. You can bring one of those guys with you.
You can have a cat friend.
Yeah, you can have a cat friend.
I mean, if we're talking animal friends, I've got enough of those.
So yeah, so that was a lot to unpack. It was also like 20 minutes at the end of the direct, so that was freaking awesome.
Sure.
In case you couldn't tell, I'm excited.
No, I mean, it's pretty cool that we get a Monster Hunter again on the freaking Switch. You know, like I'm sure a lot of people are pining to have another Monster Hunter on a Nintendo console. You know.
Yeah. So yeah.
I might someday actually get into this series, but you know.
I mean, it'll be on sale eventually. You know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Generations Ultimate is
like
on.
it's $15 right now.
Right, but I mean, I already bought Generations for $20 and barely played it, so...
But you know what you can do with Generations Ultimate that you can't do with a lot of games?
You know what you can do with Generations Ultimate?
Transfer your save data. So
Yes.
all that work you put into Generations, you can transfer.
those 2 hours that I spent on it.
You sit there and complain that you couldn't bring your Hyrule Warriors progress over. Now I'm saying you can transfer your progress.
Well, you know, that is, and all that makes me think is, if they can do it, why can't Nintendo?
It's true.
Right.
You can also transfer your progress between systems on Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. But
I can't transfer my GameCube save.
No.
Okay, that's asking for much.
But that's
a
also
little
a different
much.
game. And then there was another announcement that came out of this Direct that I was pleasantly surprised with. Back in February, when I was hanging out in Eugene's hometown, a buddy of mine convinced me to buy Ori and the Blind Forest, and I bought it. And there it sits on my pile of shame.
Yep. I did not buy it because I knew it would.
Yeah, so we got Ori 2 on the Switch the same day as the Direct. And I went ahead and bought it, which brings me to what I've been playing this week. I have been playing Ori and the Blind Forest.
The first, okay, yeah.
The first, yeah.
What is the second one called? So Ori, Blind Forest, and then the other one is Ori
and the Will of the
Will
Wisps.
of the Wisps. Okay, thank you.
So, Ori is a game that I knew I wanted to play when I saw it, but it used to be Xbox exclusive. And when it came to Switch, I was like, I have to play this game, and I never did. I'm going into it completely blind, and that is really the best way to go into it. So as I talk about it, I'm
seems like
not
a difficult way to play a video game.
Blind? I don't know. People do it. So
Touché.
I'm really enjoying it though, and I don't want to go into a lot of specifics because if you haven't played this game or don't know anything about it, I want you to go in kind of like I am, just without expectation. Obviously, from watching the trailer, it is a platformer, but it's not like a Mario-style platformer where, you know, it's basically level design that makes the game hard. This is a game... Did you guys ever play Child of Light?
Yeah, I like Child of Light, actually.
Okay, so you know how Child of Light is a platformer, kind of, an RPG, kind of, but it's more of like watching a short novel, like a 4 or 5 hour novel. That to me is what Ori feels like it's going to be as I've started up the game. I'm only about an hour and a half to 2 hours into it, but it feels like Child of Light in a lot of ways. It feels like a passion project that was done by, you know, a team that wanted to do something different. It is done by Microsoft Studios, but it feels more like an indie game, kind of like Child of Light did back in the day. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying the game. What else have I been playing? I've been playing Mario 3D All-Stars.
Nice.
Like everybody has been playing. I started with the correct game, which was Mario Galaxy.
Okay. I didn't know there was a correct order, but thank you for telling me.
There is. It's Mario Galaxy, Sunshine, and then 64. So that is the only way to play it. If you're playing it wrong, I'll forgive you this time. No, I rolled credits at 60 stars. I got the 60 stars you need to roll credits, and then I started working on the second half of the game. I think I'm about 84 or 85 stars into it right now. And I forgot how freaking hard the purple coin levels are. Like, you have to do the entire level all at once.
Those are hard.
There's no checkpoint. They put coins on the ledge, or you have to do a long jump over a long gap, and you have just the right amount of room to get it. Like, they are no laughing matter.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they're hard. I spent a lot of time complaining about the touch controls in handheld mode because I hated them. And they're not as bad as I originally thought. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. And you lose a little bit of control on some levels where you have to move and use the pointer at the same time. But it's really not as bad as I originally thought. So I've been enjoying that. And then I think I'm like 90 hours into Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, so I'm still playing that. Kind of kind of got away from that for a little bit because Mario came out, and then I've been playing Ori. But yeah, I think that's everything I've been playing.
Cool. Fair enough. Well, then I don't know if Justin wants to take next and talk about the games he's been playing. Otherwise, I don't have a fair. Do you have anything you want to talk about
Eugene,
specifically there?
Just kidding.
I hate that they changed the camera controls because, real gamers do it inverted. Sorry, but it's the truth. Down is up is down. And they changed that for some reason on the Switch version. Besides that, I realize Mario 64 may not age as well as the other ones because, it was the first game of its kind, but
right.
I still find it quite playable. I've been playing it on the Wii U for on and off for a while, and so I'm basically I'm kind of minimum starring it right now. Basically, I get 1 star in each stage, and if I have to go back around and get more stars, I go, through them in order until I can get through the next star door, and that's how I'm doing it. And then
right.
I'll have stuff to do, when I'm done to go back and play some more.
Sure.
Haven't touched Sunshine or Galaxy. I plan on starting Sunshine for a little while tonight because I wanted to play it on the big 1080p screen for the first time because it's been years since I played it. Besides Mario 3D All-Stars, there is I've played a little bit of regular Super Mario All-Stars as well, just because it's something I can play real quickly as opposed to Mario 64, which is a little slower paced. Still occasionally jumping into Mario plus Rabbids. Every once in a while when I got a few minutes, I'll do a level or I'll battle in that. The only other game that I really wanted to talk about, I downloaded the demo for a new game called Death and Taxes.
Death and Taxes?
Yes. And it's a combination of kind of like a visual novel and I don't even know what you would call it. Like a paperwork simulator. You play as a Grim Reaper, and in this world, the Grim Reaper is basically like a desk jockey. Like you sit there, you have an inbox with people who have recently died, and you get to decide which one of them are like damned to hell and which ones get to go to heaven or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but you get to decide. Oh no. I remember what it is. So don't write in and tell me how wrong I am. I remember what it is. You are given a task. X number of people need to die on this day. And there's a ticker that kind of tells you what's going on in the world. And you get a list of people who could die on this particular day, and you have to choose which ones die and which ones survive.
Right.
You are told by your supervisor, I don't know what he is, but basically the supervisor of the afterlife, that this person, a person with this qualifications or this condition or whatever, needs to die today. But if you read the ticker or the descriptions, you'll find that, well, if I kill this person, then there'll be like mass pandemonium in the world, or a pandemic will wipe out billions of people, or this person is on the verge of some great invention. So as the levels go on, the decisions get harder and harder. You have to decide, well, do I go against my boss, end up getting a bad review and no raise because of my moral decision to save this person or do I do what I'm supposed to do, get a good job rating, kill this person, even though it could cause complete devastation in the world? And it's a fun little thought experiment. I've only been playing the demo. I've played, I don't know, like 5 or so rounds of it, and I don't know how long the demo lasts. It's on sale right now. I don't know for how much longer, but I have a feeling I'll play a little bit more of it, but I have a feeling I might end up picking this up if it goes on sale again later, because it's just kind of a fun little distraction, fun little thought experiment. I love games like this where, you know,
it's just different, right? It's not
like,
you're not killing somebody with a gun, or you're not jumping on somebody's head because it's a platformer. It's just different.
Right, and it's great. It's a great game to play, at night when you're waiting to fall asleep, because it's not very, reflex intensive. It's not stressful, although it is emotionally stressful because, it's, even though it's a video game, like, it's one of those games where, you really kind of have to put your own self into the role. So,
I like games like that.
me being me, like, I always play my characters as the good guys. So now I'm faced with these tough decisions of, do I be the good guy, or do I be the good guy to the world, or do I be the good guy to the job? So
right.
That's how I've been as I've been playing Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and those cutscenes where you make those decisions, and spoiler alert, you do have to go back and revisit some of those decisions later. But it's kind of cool to see what the impact of those was as you go on.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in I've noticed it, not as much as I'd hoped, but there's some of that in Skyrim, where, you have to choose to help somebody or not. And, like, I helped somebody at one point and it ended up having bad consequences for me. And then I helped somebody else after that, and I don't know, I might have started a rebellion.
That's pretty good. Well, fair enough. Anything else that you've been playing, Justin, before we move on to the next?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Lots and lots of Mario, and a little bit of other stuff on the side.
Cool. Well, Steve, you were talking about Final Fantasy that you've been playing, so what have you been playing this week?
Just Ori and...
Oh, we already covered that. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say...
I'm like, hold on.
Eugene,
I
what have you been
could
playing
talk
this week?
about Final Fantasy again, but...
I'm so confused because Lucas is in here. I'm used to having 3 people before I get to myself. Eugene, what have you been playing this week? Thanks for asking, Eugene. I've been playing nothing on my Switch except for the Mario collection. That's been kind of...
What did you start with?
64, definitely 64. I started in the correct order, as you do. And
I brought that upon myself.
It's fun. I literally have only collected 2 stars though, because I have not had a whole lot of time to play on my Switch, and by that I mean something else has taken a hold of me, guys. I have been playing this game on my phone, actually, believe it or not.
Swear to God, if you say Pokemon Go.
Oh
No.
my God, I'm actually playing Pokemon Go.
Well, I have been playing. Okay, if you want me to talk about Pokemon Go, I guess we got to get our tags in, right? Pokemon Go is a thing. I've been playing that and raiding with Lucas, and there was a event this weekend that we're not going to talk about because Steve didn't get as many shinies as he wanted.
I was a hair on the angle. Still am.
But that is not the phone game I want to talk about, guys. And I will be, if I don't do a good job talking about this game now, I won't do a good job talking about this game now if I don't get everybody playing it. So this game is called Among Us. It's freaking so good. Cat, I know, it's awesome.
Okay, Eugene, sell me on this. My coworkers are already trying to push me over the edge.
It's really good. It's so fun. You can play it basically on any device. It's free. It's on Steam, not on like Switch or any. I don't think it's on PS4 or Xbox either, but I'm pretty sure it's on Steam. But you want to get it on your phone. So what this game is all about, you are there's 3 maps. Most of them, the one that I play is the space map. So you are in space with your 10 crewmates, and one of you is the imposter. And so what you're doing if you are not the imposter is you are running around trying to complete tasks like and it's very simple things, right? So like you're just doing like simple line puzzles, like fixing the electrical or pushing a lever down to release the garbage, stuff like that. And then if you complete all your tasks, you win as a crewmate. But if you're the imposter, what you're trying to do is sabotage the crewmates. You can turn off the lights. You can turn off the oxygen. You can set a reactor meltdown. And then when that happens, the crewmates have to run over to those areas and, fix things by, basically doing little mini games. But the coolest aspect about this game is I've been playing basically online with random people. You can play it locally if you want. There's options for that. But what happens is after the imposter has killed somebody and a dead body is found, or somebody calls an emergency meeting because they saw the imposter doing something shady, then you can discuss in chat like, hey, I saw red go in the vent, they're the freaking imposter. Or hey, I was with yellow and green and the only one that wasn't with us was black, so it has to be black, so, and you're like these little cute little characters that are all colors. So here's the thing for me, I'm colorblind, so pretty much every round I'm like, sorry guys, I'm colorblind, but I think it looked like green. So no, it's, oh my god, this game is it's just seriously taken over my life. You can ask my wife. I'm just sitting in bed playing like all night long. It's just so fun.
All of my coworkers on my Discord are like, dude, jump in voice and play with us. You gotta play with us. I'm like, guys, I have my own addictions I have to feed. I don't have time for another one.
Well, but see, the fun thing about this game is,
you gotta help me feed mine.
They're like quick 5-minute games usually, because usually you'll find the imposter pretty quickly. Sometimes if the imposter is good, it can drag out a little bit, but usually either A, the crew members will complete the tasks, or B, the imposter will be found and then a new match will start. But like, it's so addictive. It's like, okay, just one more round. Okay, just one more round. Okay, just one more round. And you don't get to pick if you're the imposter or not. I don't know if I like being the imposter or not. I've only been it about like 4 or 5 times, so I guess I'm not.
That would be my favorite thing to be.
It is fun. I'm just not quite good at it yet. But man, I love this game. Among Us, it's free. Download it now.
Among Us.
Among Us. Yeah, it's
just
good.
scroll through your Twitter feed for a while, and there's 15 of your friends talking about it.
You will know what this game is after you play this game. You'll be like, oh, that's the memes that everybody is using. It's like one of these is not the imposter, basically. Like that's like the meme that's been going around lately. So.
Oh
my God, my son just downloaded this game on his phone. So
hey,
you've got friends to play with.
Exactly. So yeah, it is a fun game, kids. Like it's taking the internet over by storm. The memes, man, the memes are so good. Like they're just so good. Among Us, I'm gonna say it one more time. I don't work for this company, but I'm glad that they made this game. Nice. And that's it, really, guys. I've been playing that, Mario. Like, you want me to talk Pokemon Go and Breath of the Wild? Because I can, but like, that's about it.
No, I'm still irritated at Pokemon Go. We'll pass on that one. I did get 3 shiny Porygon though.
Well, but see, that's good because then basically allows you to complete your set, right?
Well, yeah, I can complete my set, but more importantly, I can get them over to Pokemon Sword and competitively train them. That's why I haven't evolved any of them yet. I
told you I got a bunch of them, but none of mine were a good CP, so I'm a little bit sad about that.
Yeah,
or not.
My best CP was like a 950.
Well, so my okay, so all of my low CP one was my best, because you know how you can appraise it or whatever. My lowest CP was my best appraising, and I was like, why? I don't have enough Porygon candies for this, but cool. Well,
maybe you should have a Porygon Z for a partner Pokemon, like I do.
Yeah, I guess I could, right? How many kilometers is it for a candy? 5?
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Okay, well, guys, I think we made it to the end of the show. There's nothing really else here to do. We made it to the end. We're sad we don't have Lucas tonight. He died right before we jumped on, but he'll be with us next week. I think we forgot to tell the people about his thing, so before we run away, go to chromatichue.com, go to Lucas Peace on YouTube. He's got some funny stuff going up there. All that fun stuff. Yeah, just do it. Just do it. All right, guys, we made it. We're done. There's no question block tonight. So next week, if you want your voice heard, go to our Discord and leave us a question in the question block channel. And we will see you all next time. Good night.
Peace.
See you real soon.
Stay inside. Wear a fucking mask. Leave
Please.
that in. That can be the
I mean,
one
you don't
swear.
have to wear a mask if you're staying inside your home. That just seems a bit excessive. But
I
or
was
or when you're driving alone in your car, that shit pisses me off.
oh my god, I've done that occasionally when I know I'm just going from one store to another.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, when
But
you're on the highway.
when you're doing 80 down the freeway, you don't be wearing a mask. It's just you in your car, okay?
I mean, you can if you know what, Steve? They're wearing a mask, so I'm gonna be like,
That
you
is-
do you.
I
You do
mean,
fucking
That
you.
is fair. That's fair. I cannot argue.
But
with that.
better one way than the other, I suppose.
Exactly.
Especially since we just went back to code orange.
Oh, you
because
guys are
pe-
back to Orange in Utah?
Yeah.
Oh,
people,
no.
Not in Utah. In my part of Utah, because people in my part of Utah are stupid. That means we're going the wrong direction, Justin.
Well, I mean,
We were yellow. We're
Utah.
orange now, so we're.
I'm
we're
pretty sure
regressing.
New Mexico's yellow right now. I'm pretty sure we're
Yeah.
yellow.
See, you guys are probably moving the right direction. We're going the wrong direction.
Oh, well, we'll
And
see
that's
because
what it is. Are
school's
we
just
still on
opened
the
up.
sh- are we
So,
s- is
yeah,
this still
but
the show?
Twitch, this is not COVID talk. We love you, Twitch. We love you, YouTube. We'll catch you guys next week.
See ya.